Continue with the demo. Let's first go through the notebook. So here's a notebook. There's actually documentation section, throughout the notebook. And so first we'll load in some constants. Now, one important point is going to be that this notebook is actually pulling in code from the project into the notebook is located here. And we're actually using the code, the source code from the project. And the way that's done is we actually set up a path variable, and then when we load in the actual modules, we're adding this piece of code here that will basically at the source path is appended to the system path. Now we're able to actually find these classes that are in our project, which is actually very convenient because now we can call them. So let's first go to the code that load the post. This code is pretty much the same as what we have in the project. And so that's loading the new posts. We loaded 100 total new posts. And this loads actually the new post from Reddit. So here's the, loading the load operation. That's what this operation is. And then also we're loading the post from disk, which is the previous execution of the post of the when previous execution of the application. And then we'll do the same thing for top 75. This is the same code, except we're just changing the parameters of basically new post listing with top post listing, and then the actual value or quantity of posts that we're going to be loading. So let's load the top posts. Those are loaded now, and we could just save these for the next execution. So they're saved now, and now we can compare. Since we just ran this very quickly, there will be a complete difference between the new and the old. So let's just reload these again. So we should see some actual changes now. And there. So now let's look at determining new post since last run. And let's see what we get. So typically what it's saying here, so it's saying basically the post on the left is 100 posts that we just read, and then 100 posts that we read the last time, and basically 0 of these we've seen both new and last. So what happens is Reddit actually changes very, very fast, so we have to run this very quickly in order to actually see new posts that just appeared that we didn't see before. So we'll rerun this test in the command line, and it will actually be more productive. For top 75, we'll see here that basically all the posts that we saw before are in the top 75. So basically there's no results being returned. It's an empty data frame. Let's run again, retrieve the top 75, and see what happens. So now we retrieve top 75. We'll go back to determine post no longer in top 75. And now see we have 5 posts that are no longer in the top 75. Okay, so there we go. And now let's see posts that scores changed. So here what we output is again the posts that were in both lists, and here is the original score. Here's the here's the original score, here's the new score, and here's the actual change increase in 12, score count of 12, which is 12 votes. And that concludes there's a total of 66 records here. That concludes the part about the notebook demonstration, and let's now run this on the command line. So let's see here. So if we run this one time, and now, okay, so here we read 100 posts, we read 75 top posts, 100 new posts, And now when we compare, basically we're saying that 100 posts were new from the last time that we ran. And then 12 posts are no longer in the top 75. Here are the 12. And then 54 posts have score changes. Now let's just try to run this thing quickly back to back to see less than 100 new posts. So clear this here, run one time, and it will run it immediately afterwards when it completes. So now run it again. Okay, so now if we go back up here, and it says here 37 latest new posts. The first time we ran it, it was 100 latest new posts. So now we basically have less number of posts. And we'll go over for a moment on our GitHub project. So here's our README file, has an overview, has instructions on how to execute the application, and how to install Jupyter, and then some general limitations. Again, just because of the way this runs, this basically retrieves against a 1 hour time frame from Reddit. And then these are the columns that we actually are, the subset of columns we're actually using in comparison to all the columns that are retrieved from Reddit. And that concludes the project demo, and thank you very much.